Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name's Blitzwinger, and ladies and gentlemen, we just ranked up on a brand new episode of Skylanders SuperChargers. So before we proceed in our story, let's see what kind of offers we have in terms of power-ups. We have the Light Skylanders summon a minion of light in a light zone. That sounds pretty cool. Or the Dark Skylanders get a life-draining shadow aura in a dark zone. Well, we gotta go with the light. Because a minion sounds cool.
Deal's a deal. You want Pomfrey? Fair and square, Skylander. Just take care of him. And don't worry, Pomfrey. I'll have your new habitat ready and waiting after they're done crushing the darkness.
Good. I'm hopefully we're not going to return him, because it would be nice if he just was free and not trapped by her. Whoa. Nice outfit.
Right? No more ruffles! I mean it!
Sir, that's the 400th robe you've tried on.
I don't care! If I am going to rule
That would be a funny Easter egg
Skylanders as
if
the
they showed
ultimate
every single one of them.
overlord, I need to look the part.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Chaos!
The darkness.
Hey, do you mind?
Silence, underling!
Do you realize that while you're in here playing dress up, the Skylanders are turning the core of light into a weapon?
They can't be allowed to use it against me and stop my plan to consume all of the sky in Skylands.
Excuse me, Mr. The Darkness, sir?
Is that
But
first name
if
The,
you eat
last name Darkness?
all of the sky, doesn't that mean there won't be any left in Skylands?
So, what's your point?
Yes, fool! What's your point?
If there's no Skylands, there won't be anything left to be the ultimate evil overlord over.
Good
Wait.
thinking.
What?
Chaos. Have I ever steered you wrong?
Well...
Of course not. Why settle for just Skylands when there are so many other worlds out
Whoa, that's
there
Earth.
waiting to be ruled by you?
Look at me!
That's the big
Glumshanks.
gasp of
I'm
excitement.
So undeniably regal! It's perfect!
Mm-hmm. It sure is. You know what else would be perfect? You destroying the core of light once and for all.
Yes.
Ooh, look at that. He even gave him a
Would be
robe.
perfect, wouldn't
Now you know
it?
things are getting serious.
Evil?
No, please, Lord Chaos, listen to reason.
Of course you know, there will always be those who'll try to stand in the way of your greatness, Chaos.
Are you gonna betray Glumshanks?
Ooh, you're right! You have always held me back,
Oh
Glumshanks.
no, Chaos. No, you don't, bro. That's Glumshanks.
Never again! Do you hear me? Glumshanks! You're fired!
Wow. That was pretty well done. That was like Vince McMahon style. Donald Trump style there. Not bad.
Thank you for helping us, Pomfrey. It's such an honor to meet you. I've read all of your books.
Why is it so dark?
Enough flattery, Hugo. He's just a writer, not someone famous. Listen, Pom Pom, we think you may have
Pom
missing
Pom
information.
Flynn. Oh my god, Flynn. We're gonna have to talk about having some type of courtesy and manners.
The core of light, which was built by the ancients, keeps the darkness at bay.
Okay. That
What I
sounds
have
kind of
discovered
spooky.
Is that it was never actually completed. Its original function was not to act as a shield, but as a weapon that would vanquish the
Ah,
darkness.
okay. So we need to modify it, I guess. That would
To
make perfect
complete
sense.
it, you must reclaim the missing piece, the Eye of the Ancients. Only then will you be able to realize the core of light's true potential.
Sounds spooktacular.
Whiskers, what's the problem? What are you carrying? Drop it! Drop it right now!
What's happening? What?
Congratulations, you found a troll. Good bird.
Oh, it's
That's
Glumshanks.
not just any troll, it's Glumshanks.
He's gonna join us. That's a cool twist in the
You
storyline.
better find out what he's doing here, Skylander. In the meantime, I think Pomfrey needs to talk to Eon. See you in a bit.
Okie dokie. So, Pomfrey and Eon are gonna have a conversation. In the meantime, I guess we're about to spawn on in here. There's Mr. Dive Clubs with his Mag's hat. So that's pretty cool. There's chapter number 28, a display of knowledge. So we gained a bunch of knowledge before, now we actually get to display it, which is interesting. Okay, we don't have all that many coins. I thought we had enough to maybe kind of provide some and like layer some out, but I don't know if we do. Let's see, wait, I forgot. How do you activate? What just happened? Oh, would you look at that? I didn't even know that you could select all the missions from here. That is really cool. That is really, really neato. Alright, I guess this kind of can tell us where we're headed next. Oh, actually, we don't know. It's still all cloudy, but you can see that we're in about the midway point of the game. There's still about half more of the map to explore, so that's what we're going to be working on. So we need to talk to Glumshanks. The other thing I don't want to forget, so much so that I'm even stuttering over my words. That's how much I don't want to forget it. I'm like, don't you dare forget it. Alright, so we're going to summon in Jet-Vac, and the reason for that is because we need to get him upgraded. We have, I think, like 3,700 coins, so we need to put those to a good use.
So,
how's it going, Glumshanks?
I know this doesn't look...
Yeah, this is a little awkward, dude.
You got that right, you apple polishing troll.
Apple polishing troll? What does that even mean, Buzz?
Spies. You know what we do with spies?
Which one of us are you asking?
Listen, Mr. Buzz, sir, I'm not a spy for Chaos, or anything for him, really.
Anymore, yeah. He got fired.
Fired me.
Save the sob story for someone with two hoots to rub together, son. My ninja commandos are on their way over right now to chain you up and leave you on the next floating rock we come across.
Okay, that's an interesting strategy. I like how he finishes it with a hoo-ha.
Unusual and mean. And what if he's telling the truth?
Oh, I am. Thank you, Miss Mags. I even brought this peace offering.
What is it? What is it? What is it? Hopefully it's some good information or something. What? Is that oh, it's a punching bag. Okay. I thought it was like a bowling pin. I was like, how did he do that? Place this legendary treasure in the academy to find out what it can do. That's what I was trying to figure out before, was how to place the legendary treasures. I forgot about that again.
Make me regret it, son. Get that legendary treasure set up pronto. I want to make sure it's not booby-trapped.
Okay. I guess we got to set up that punching bag.
Select a legendary treasure from your inventory.
So, let's see. We have a whole bunch of legendary treasures that are available to us. We have some new ones, like the washbuckler.
Use the left stick to choose a location for your legendary treasure. Press the button to place your legendary treasure.
Nope. Okay.
Excellent.
Bam.
Your legendary treasure is now placed.
How did...
Many legendary treasures
there we
have
go.
a secret interaction to explore. You may place legendary treasures anywhere in the academy.
Okay, but how do we know what their secret interaction is? That's the problem. Alright, we put that down as well. Is there any others that we can or should put down for that matter? There's the live wire lock. I don't think we've placed that down. Whoa, that is going to be a big, big treasure, that's for sure. Okay, Feng Shui. Sure. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. Got a puzzle on our hands right off the bat. I thought we did this challenge before already. I recall doing this. So I'm not really sure as to what's up with this challenge. Okay, so there we are. Power that down now. Now we can go ahead and make our way across. Okay, we need to get like a lot of boost, and nope. I remember this being so difficult, this part. No, come on. Yeah, I got it. Boom. What was that, like 2 tries? That's not bad. That is not bad at all. All right, so let's see what the live wire does. I'm interested to find out. Is it just a puzzle for the sake of being a puzzle, or do you actually get something out of it? Ooh, sweet. All right, we got a whole bunch of points towards our Portal Master rank. Let's see, what do you do, punching bag? Oh, look at that. It's an actual functioning punching bag. Yay, dropkick. What's going on with you, legendary treasure? Okay. It just goes... Okay, they just laugh. Great. How's it going, Mags?
That's the way to do it. You ought to go talk to Master Eon now, Skylander.
Okay.
We still still gotta track down that Eye of the Ancients thing.
Sounds like a plan of attack. I really hope that that wasn't just a big twist in the storyline and Glumshanks, sorry, is really a spy, and they just fooled us, you know? Chaos was like, I knew these portal masters are looking at this, and I am not gonna tell them, or I'm gonna tell them a false piece of information, you know? That's possible. You never know with him. You would never, ever even know. All right, we have a couple of wish stones to utilize as well, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. Bam. Let's see what we got. Ooh, okay, a whole bunch of gear bits. And what is that? Archaeologist. I don't even know what that is. The SuperChargers rug. Okay, that's interesting. What else do we got in here? That's probably another legendary treasure. That looks like a dentist drill or something. The Shrink Ray. Place this legendary treasure and find out what it does. Well, I'm guessing with a name like Shrink Ray, I can kind of figure out what it does. I'm pretty sure. But I guess we'll see in a moment here. I also do want to put down that rug. Whoa, that thing is massive. Let's see. What do you do? Okay, how do I interact with you? Are you literally just a rug? I believe so. I believe that that is literally just a rug. Woohoo! Look at me! Tiny Jet-Vac, ready to rock and roll. All right, how's it going? We need to get some upgrades.
Ready for a new magical
I
upgrade?
very much am ready for lots and lots of new magical upgrades. Jet-Vac is looking pretty stylish, I gotta say. I love that design of him. I think this is my favorite version of Jet-Vac. I just think he looks so cool. Alright, so we're getting upgrades left, right, and center, including the Hurricane Hurrah, which is pretty cool. And then we also got the Make Them Soar. And not like soaring in the skies, actually making them soar. So let's see. Right here we got to pick now between the Hurricane Hawk or the Blade Vac. Since I think the blades are a lot more powerful in general, I think I'm going to go ahead and choose the blades. But the Hurricane one is probably faster. So I don't know, maybe I made the wrong decision there. I guess we'll find out eventually. Whoops, sorry. Pressed R1 by mistake. All right, so now we got to go ahead and converse with Mr. Eon, or Master Eon, I should say, not Mr. Eon. He might be insulted by that. He might be like, what? What'd you just call me? What's up with you? Oh, okay, that's cool. That's a summary. Oh, okay, so that's the summary of your Skylanders, and then this is a summary of your vehicles. That's really neat. We have not explored the rest of the Skylanders Academy. We definitely need to do that, so hopefully sooner rather than later we'll get around to that as well. All right, so let's go ahead and see what they're up to and if they've figured out what our next course of action is.
Located the Eye of the Ancients.
Unfortunately, it is currently in the possession of one of the gargantuan titans.
Uh-oh.
A massive creature of incalculable power. To claim the Eye, you must defeat these creatures. But to fight a Titan, you must become...
Ooh, that sounds cool. So we don't need a shrink rate. We got to get a growth rate.
Is with the colossal kernel, which is currently in the possession of one of your old enemies, Cluck. He is using it for less noble purposes.
Okay, let's find out what he's using it for.
To Cluck's secret headquarters to get the kernel from him. Find Flynn when you're ready
Okay,
to go.
so looks like we have our next plan kind of set to go. We got to take on the Titans, but in order to take them on, we need to become a Titan. So now we got to find that kernel. So let's see. I do want to try out Jet-Vac just for some of the new attacks. So we will go ahead and try. Whoa, look at that. That's pretty amazing. All right, we're going to play as Jet-Vac for just a little while. Then we're going to switch in Stormblade. A lot of you have been asking for some gameplay for her, so I will definitely go ahead and oblige to that. And then also lots of you guys were still asking for some more Dive Clops, especially because you're like, hey, we need to actually power him up, and then he becomes fantastic. So that's something that we need to get done.
Cluck? Do you mean Captain Cluck? The burning chief of the biggest fried chicken empire in all Skylanders?
Sure.
This is gonna be the best mission
So
ever.
he's essentially like the KFC or the Popeyes, like the Colonel of the Skylanders realm. Okay, sounds cool. Fun fact, I've never tried KFC. Not that I want to or anything, I've just pointing that out. I have tried Popeyes though, so there you go. Wha-bam! It's time for takeoff, ladies and gentlemen. And it is time for our next challenge. I really love the way that this all looks. Like, I love the fall kind of feel of this whole thing, especially because it is fall season now.
Ooh, I wonder what his secret recipe is.
I don't know. But right now, I'm guessing it's pure evil.
That's the recipe. When you look at the secret recipe, it just says pure evil and chicken.
Our facade of supplying reasonably priced fried entrees to the gluttonous masses and rise up to take from Skylands what is rightfully ours.
And what's that?
For years, I have used the colossal kernel to grow my vast chicken empire. And now I shall grow my mighty chicken army.
Oh.
Observe!
Okay.
I've been eating evil chicken. Delicious evil chicken.
Skylanders get that kernel away from
This is a big challenge for him, for sure.
Hatch his evil plan. See what I did there? Kablam!
Yeah, she's being influenced by Flynn. She's been spending too much time with him.
I don't think I feel comfortable bringing Whiskers around here.
Hey, don't worry, I'm here. No one's going after his jumbo drumsticks while I'm around. Michael Dips.
Okay.
Flynn!
We better get your squawking mattress into the air. I don't like the looks of these guys.
All right. Unfortunately, we are kind of bird-looking like, obviously. So this will be interesting if we can survive this whole thing and not end up in a fried bucket. Hello.
Hello.
How's it
and
going, Scooter?
To your first day of training at Captain Cluck's king-size chicken. Baka!
Are you
The
serious?
secret
That's
to
how
our
you have
plump
to
and juicy king-size
welcome
chicken
everybody?
is in our proprietary and mostly all-natural chicken feed.
Okay.
I'm also supposed to tell you there are no side effects, but truth be told, anything that comes in contact with the feed has a way of growing to unnaturally large jumbo sizes.
Ah.
Or
What about,
mysteriously shrinking down to a convenient and portable bite size. It's quite fascinating, really. Care to
What
see
about
it in
Flynn?
action? Anything that has that glowy pollen stuff on it can be grown big and shrunk small.
Okay.
Go ahead and try it.
That sounds like an interesting gameplay mechanic. Whoops. Sorry, chicken.
Skylanders are the tech.
Great work. You'll be
Chicken,
employed
get out of
in
here.
no time.
What's up with this chicken? It's just running around. Okay, I guess it's not attacking us, so... Note to self, do not be concerned about the chickens. Okay. I do want to test out our new powers. Wait,
Wow,
what?
It looks like Captain Cluck is pretty liberal with that chicken
Whoa.
feed. It's on everything.
Yikes.
Try shrinking and growing some of those objects, Skylander.
I am certainly trying to do so. Okie dokie. Let's see. Okay, well, this... Whoa! I guess that's the way to defeat you, isn't it? Haha, you can't take the pressure! You cannot take the pressure of those acorns, or whatever they are. I'm not really sure if those are acorns. There's a bunch of popcorn buckets, and then there's chicken. I guess that's their, like, order of sides, is popcorn. You get popcorn and popcorn chicken, or something like that. Let's see. Ooh, hidden little area. That's right. All right, so this is pretty awesome, because this allows us to get some more upgrades. Hopefully, of course, once we earn some treasure. And let's see what our reward is. Nice! Look at that, how appropriate. The soul gem for the one and only Jet-Vac. And it is titled the Hurricane Jet-Vac. New power unlocked. Having a blast. Sounds cool. Can't wait to put that to a good use. But it's going to be a while before we're going to purchase that, because I always go in chronological order. So we're going to be required to probably spend about another... I don't even know, 9,000 coins before we can afford this. So it's going to be a little while. All right.
I bet you can grow and shrink those feed bags to solve this puzzle, Skylander.
Okay. Puzzle solved. We've delivered the chicken. So now the challenge has been opened up.